To continue from where we left off last time, and viewers, just to reiterate, these video series are meant for people who have just started their careers and are just about to or are just drawing their first salary. So, Kiran Joshi ji, last time we actually left off by mentioning to the viewers about various financial products that are available to them. So, the very first question that would come to a first time investor would be that what do you even mean by these financial instruments or
Yeah.
financial products, to be more precise?
A financial product is nothing but an instrument wherein you can make an investment like a equity or a bond or a FD, or even it can be a product like a loan wherein you are taking a personal loan, or even credit card will be considered as a financial product.
Okay, so basically, what you're trying to say is that any kind of a service or a business that these banks and financial institutions are doing, like you said about giving loans, credit cards, and all. So these are all financial products.
Yeah, they are part of the financial product and the services being offered by
Right,
the financial
right.
institutions.
So even these fixed deposits and recurring deposits as well would be financial products.
Very true, very true.
Right. So then, very quickly, Kiranji, like what we spoke about last time, you said about asset classes.
Yes.
So then, what is the difference between a financial product and an asset class?
Yeah, asset classes are different. They are like a group of financial instruments which are acting similarly in the marketplace. Just to put it in a very simple terms, they are like a group of gadgets what you'll use. You can use a DSLR or even a camera, cell phone for taking up the pictures.
Right.
Similarly, you can use a MP3 player or radio to listen to music. So they give you a similar outcome, or they are giving you a characteristic which are similar in nature. So they are grouping together of a similar instruments.
Okay, can you give us some examples?
Yeah, like in a if I'm taking asset class of a fixed income group, wherein your bank deposits or fixed deposits, RDs, they will be considered as a fixed income group. Then if I'm coming into equities, Indian equities, global equities, they form the asset class of the equity as asset class. Coming to real estate, wherein you have a commercial real estate or even a residential real estate,
Right,
they
right.
are the different asset classes.
Hmm.
And gold, it can be even bought in a physical form or even in a digital avatar which government is recently
Right.
offering.
You mean those bonds, those gold bonds?
Yes, they'll be financial product which will also offer you some interest on top of the capital appreciation
Right.
which your gold can offer.
That, if I'm not wrong, people can buy those gold bonds at the same current gold rate that's going on.
Yes, whenever there is an offer is on, the banks and the institutions which are selling these bonds will offer at the rate which is predefined by the government.
Oh,
And
okay.
once it closes,
So that
you
would
will
be
not
like the
able-
floating rate of gold at that day and time.
on the similar times. So they will be fixing a rate for that particular series of the bonds, and that rate will be valid whenever you are buying. So government tries to
Alright.
give it at some discount.
All right. So then, some people actually even buy stocks of some companies. So is that also some sort of an asset class?
Yes, exactly. Like I said, it's a part of your Indian equities. When you are buying a share, that you become a part owner of the company wherein you are buying the share for. And there are marketplaces or the bazaars, like what we keep hearing on the television and we keep reading on the newspaper. They are called Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange. These are the bazaars which will be giving you a provision to
Right.
buy, sell the securities which are listed on the respective marketplaces, like the bazaars.
Right. So, viewers, actually, very quickly, this series is going to delve into the deep aspects of the stock market, NFCs, and other investment opportunities. So, do subscribe and hit that bell notification to get updated when that video goes live. So, moving on. What are the basic classes that our youngsters should, actually even should look at for a first-time investor? Should they immediately go towards, different classes, or how should they look at these classes?
Yeah, what we tell people is whenever you are starting your investment journey, do consider the different asset classes for your making investments. Reason is there's an old saying, you should not put your all eggs into single basket. If you break the basket, you will break a lot of the eggs in a single go. Similarly, in the investment, if something goes wrong if you are invested only in a single asset class and something goes wrong with that particular asset class, the chances that you losing money will be much higher than if you are invested into different asset classes. The diversification helps you reduce the risk, at the same time give you optimum returns for your investment over the long horizon of the time frame.
All right. So you mean, is that what people mean when they say diversify your portfolio? As soon as you enter into investing in, say, mutual funds or something, immediately your relatives and your friends come, अरे तुमने diversify किया क्या अपने portfolio को? Is that what they mean?
Similarly, yeah, because people who are recently, like, they are starting their journey with the investment, they may not know the intricate details of the stock market. They may not know about how the bond price gets derived in the bond market. They won't understand much about valuation perspective of a real estate. So these are different asset classes with complex structures. So when we say diversify, people can consider taking advice from a financial advisor who will guide them with the right ratios. Like, if you have ever ordered a thali in a hotel, if you go and order a thali, you'll get meals which will be having your roti, then a curry, then there is a pickle, there is a rice, there is a sambar, and there is a pulao which is being served around. Why they are being served? To help you get a better feeling. You're feeling. So
you're basically diversifying your thali.
Exactly.
If I'm not wrong.
So you cannot eat just pickles for your food, right?
Right.
So same way, the different asset classes serve different purposes and help you get the superior returns over a long period of time.
Right. So then, for somebody who's just starting out their careers, what should they, or how should they focus on, and what should be their go-to asset class?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but what I'm trying to ask is, if I've just drawn my salary, right? I've just got my first 30,000 rupees in my bank account, and now I want to invest in some place, and I want to buy, say, a motorcycle by next year. I want to buy my favorite Bajaj motorcycle. So, and my friends and family told me that if you put it into mutual fund, you're getting like some 23% returns. But what would you suggest would be the right mode of investing for just a new entrant?
For a new entrant, what we suggest, if your time horizon short, like say less than 2 years or 3 years, you should stick to having your recurring deposits as a basic of investing, because that protects your capital. They may give you lesser interest, but it will always safeguard your capital at the first go. Equity returns have been superior over the last 1 year because of the stock markets have rallied in a sharp mode after the COVID crisis.
Right. In March of last year,
they hit a bottom, and then from there they have reached the highs recently. So from a low of say 28,000 Sensex level, they are today at a 57,000, 58,000. That's one of the sharpest rally what we have ever seen in the Indian stock markets. So you should not transpose that historical return for the next coming years when you are making investment. So for a long periods of time, the equity asset class, gold asset class, and your real estate will help you create wealth over a long period of time. So you should always consult a financial advisor who will have a different buckets of your investment, like say for a shorter time horizon, medium time horizon, and a long horizon. So for whatever goal, like you're quoting for 1 year, 2 year, if you want to buy your dream bike and you want to have your small savings to be done over a period of time, what we suggest is go with the recurring deposits and the debt mutual fund, which will give you a capital safety first and give some returns over the savings what you are doing.
Right. So then viewers, if you're looking to buy your new car or your bike, stay tuned for the next video, and do let us know as to which asset class you're more keen about listening to Kiran Joshi ji give his in-depth advice on, and let us know in the comment section below. And like this video if you liked it. Share it with somebody who is interested and who has just entered the job market, and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to get updated on the next installment of this video series. Thank you so much, Kiran Joshi ji.
Thank you, Bhagat ji.
And thank you viewers for joining us.
Thank you
viewers.
Bye bye.